Welcome everybody, it's Mike Newton here at Lytham Golf Academy. Just going to, in this video here, maybe help you guys out a little bit. And I'm hoping many of you out there are having golf lessons and working on the golf swing. And many of you probably find out that when you start making little changes in the swing, it feels quite sort of extreme to you as a feeling of maybe what the body's feeling as you're making these sort of changes. So through my experience of coaching it's trying to maybe, how do you then take it from the golf lesson to maybe the driving range or the practice area where literally you're on your own, you've got no feedback through cameras, launch monitor, obviously you don't have a coach stood there with you keeping you online, you're literally on your own, and sometimes through the swing you can't see exactly what you're doing. So it is very, very tough for you guys to maybe to go and take a thought, a feeling, a movement to the range and actually try and execute it. Sometimes you think you're doing it, but when you think you're doing it and are you actually doing it physically, it's feeling real in the golf swing is very two different things. Okay, so maybe a little bit of advice for you here, and this is what I find I give to my pupils, and it works really, really well, is obviously through the lesson it's key to get some feelings in the body of hitting the positions, obviously some understandings of why we're hitting those positions to help with a certain aspect of ball flight or strike or anything like that. But then maybe use some pauses. So when you're on that range or that practice ground, you pause in some positions and just give me some checkpoints of where you should be and how that feels in your body, whether it's through the core, through your arms, through weight shift, weight position in your body. It's key little pieces like that that you can then take to that driving range and work on yourself. Okay, so for example, I'm just going to give you a little example. Say you might be working on the first part of your backswing, okay? So you may be sort of swinging a bit too much inside on the takeaway. Okay, so you started to maybe work on being a little bit more neutral at this first stage of the backswing. So I'll guess if you're doing this, it's going to feel, if you're used to doing this, it's going to feel like you're doing that. Okay, which again is very, very hard to sort of trust when you're out on your own because it feels so radical sometimes. So I think what you would want to try and do here is maybe get to this position, okay, stop it, maybe glance at it, have a little look, turn back to your golf ball and then finish the swing and strike it. Okay, now, yes, it is quite hard to hit a golf ball doing that from a stationary position, but I think with practice swings, it's very, very easy to hit positions and think, great, that's good, that's where I want it, that's where my coach wants me, and swing and make those practice swings. Get a ball there, and we generally revert back to those sort of comfort zones, the default movements, and it's very difficult to try and blend the practice swing into a swing with actually a golf ball to hit. So by doing this pause with a ball there, and obviously you're going to hit the ball, you're merging the practice swing, obviously you're stopping it, checking it, you're feeling how you've got into that position, and then you've got to merge that straight into a hit of a golf ball. So you're merging that practice swing with actual hit and a strike and a focus of a golf ball to hit. And for me, it works really, really well. And it's the only way you guys can really get some feedback on the range, on the practice area, that you're hitting some positions and how that feels. And it's taking those feelings and sort of bottling them in a way and sort of moving on and sort of, carrying on with those sort of feelings. So definitely, develop some pauses in the swing, check it. Yeah, that's good. That's where he wants to be. Back to the golf ball. Finish the swing from there and strike. And I think, again, it can work for any part of the golf swing, whether you're working on weight shift at the top, whether you're working on shoulder turn or anything like that. You can utilize these pauses in the swing, and that's really going to help you guys when you're on your own practicing. Okay, it's a simple little video there, but maybe something I just want to try and get over to you guys. May help you, when you're doing coaching sessions with your coach. In between is key, because obviously when you go back for your next lesson, you're hopefully going to work on, you've improved on those movements, and do something like this. And maybe have a chat with your coach about it. Just maybe don't just do it and obviously have a chat with your coach about it, see what he thinks. But for me, it works great for my pupils, and hopefully it'll work good for you guys. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Hit that subscribe button, and hopefully I'll catch up with you all very soon.